What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm in the northern UP, Michigan, hiking along Lake Superior. We're actually backpacking. This is day number 3, and I'm actually camping back there, and also my wife is camping with me, backpacking with me. This is only the second time she's ever gone with me, so maybe I'll introduce you to her in a minute here. But before we do that, I wanted to talk to you about 3 quick things, quick tips that whether you're a backpacker, whether you are a hiker, whether you're just day hiking, whatever you do, these are just some tips that'll help you stay comfortable while you're hiking, and stuff you may or may not have heard, probably haven't. I've never talked really too much about it on this channel. First tip is this, it's about your puffy jacket. So in the mornings when I am ready to pack up my campsite and it's chilly out and I'm about to throw on my puffy jacket because I want to stay warm while I'm hiking, I have to remember that just 5, maybe 10 minutes into my hike, I am going to get really hot and sweaty if I keep this on. And I may not even know that I'm getting sweaty. And even though I'm getting hot and sweaty, and sometimes that's actually kind of feeling comfortable, like you're afraid that if you take off your jacket, you're gonna be cold. The worst thing in the world is sweat while you're hiking, especially when it's chilly outside, because once you stop and you're sitting still, you're gonna freeze, even with your puffy jacket on, because that moisture inside your jacket, all that's doing is evaporating and getting you really, really cold. So tip number 1 is take off your puffy jacket as you're starting your hike. Don't hike with that on unless it's really cold, unless it's just too cold, and bear with the cold at first, because you will warm up and you're gonna be glad that you had it off. And then also, whenever you stop, even when you're not cold, put that puffy jacket right on, because you're gonna stop, you're gonna eat lunch, you're gonna take your break, and then your body's gonna cool down and you're gonna get cold. So by putting on that puffy jacket when you stop, you're maintaining that warmth so that you're ready to go for when you start hiking again, and then you can take your puffy jacket back off. All right, number 2, your shoes. So if you wanna avoid blisters, first off, get a good pair of wool socks or merino wool socks, something that's tight-fitting, that isn't gonna slip around. But if you still find that you're getting blisters even though you've got good socks, chances are you haven't tied your shoes tight enough, unless you've got just shoes that are too big. But tip number 2 is, and this sounds so simple, but it will help you out, and it took me a long time to figure this out, is make sure your shoes are really tied really well, especially around your upper foot area where it's gonna hug the outside of your foot. And you want your toes to be loose. You don't really want your toes being pushed on the ends of your shoes. So if you've got tight shoes, you're probably gonna wanna size up a little bit, because as you're hiking, your feet are actually gonna swell up and it's gonna take up a lot more room inside of your shoe, which can cause your toes to start to rub on your shoes. While you think you may have a sock problem, it's probably a shoe problem, and you just need to tie those shoes a little bit tighter. Now, if that doesn't work, go out and get yourself another pair of shoes that's probably gonna be a little bit nicer, a little bit bigger, and break them in before you hike. All right, tip number 3. Tip number 3 is something to do with your trekking poles. So when you are hiking with your trekking poles, one thing that a lot of people do is they don't use the strap for their trekking pole properly. And it can actually help your wrists, help your arms, make you feel a little bit more comfortable when you're hiking. It'll take a little bit more wear and tear off of your arms and your wrists if your strap is correctly put on. But this is how you want to put your strap on. You want to make sure that your hand goes up under the strap like this. It goes on top around the pole, but you're grabbing the strap like this so it wraps nicely around your wrist. And then what this is also going to do is, if let's say you're about to trip and fall and you need to grab a tree branch or grab the ground or something like that, you can let go of your hiking pole and then it's just kind of hanging there and you've got the ability to stop yourself. So helping you guys out as you're hiking out in the backcountry. But I think we should go ask my wife if she has any tips on her second time ever backpacking. What do you guys think? Let's go do that. She has absolutely no idea that I'm gonna do this, by the way, so we're just gonna totally surprise her. Oh, she's gonna love this. Okay, that is my wife right there. Honey, Jody, I want you to share a tip to all of our friends here on the video. Are you okay with that? Okay, come here.
I'm not ready for this.
Come on. Ready? Come here.
I'm not ready for this.
Meet my wife, everybody.
Hello.
So, do you have any backpacker tips, because you've hiked with me or backpacked with me twice in our entire marriage. Anything you learned at all? Tell
I
everybody.
would say this. Enjoy your moments out here in the woods. Enjoy your time in God's beauty. And don't think of everything going on back home. Just enjoy your time away and enjoy the scenery. And have a good time.
Isn't she
I
cute?
didn't know how to end that.
Isn't she cute?
Oh, yes.
All right. Thanks, you guys. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe for more. Make sure you hit the bell notification so that I can send you a video every time it's released. And I will see you
On the next one.